All right, we're live tonight, Five Flag Speedway, the NHMRL iracingmonsters.com. Tonight, the Ray Barnes 200 for the late model stock Snowball Derby here at Five Flag Speedway. And the drivers have qualified. They're getting buckled up and ready to go out on the racetrack for tonight's 200 lap race, which has a $200 to win, I believe. Check the description for more information, but $200 to the winner, the top 5 payout, I believe. And we're about to get this thing kicked off tonight. We got a lot of drivers signed up for tonight's event. And real quickly, let me restart trading paints for these drivers. And then we'll go over our starting grid, and hopefully it won't take too long. But right now, it's the 33 on the pole with tonight's race. Probably the best spot to be in tonight, wouldn't you say? ZFG Esports out there. What's up, guys? We're live on Facebook and YouTube for tonight's race. So the race will probably only be live on Facebook for about 2 weeks, and then it'll go away because that's how they do it. But on YouTube, you'll be able to go back probably 5 years from now and still watch tonight's race if you're interested. But either way, tonight is 200 laps here at Five Flag Speedway, the Ray Barnes 200 in the late model stock cars here on iracing.com with the NHMRL Racing League and iracingmonsters.com. Shout out to Highway 9 Tires and a few other people like AC2 Skins, Buffalo Stud Service, and ECR, ETI, and all the people that help make all this possible. We're getting ready for this one, and the starting grid is going to be a bit difficult, but we'll take a look and let's get these cars. They're going to be wound up out there tonight, so we'll see what we have to offer. Give me 1 second. The 33, the 55, the 5. Hopefully they'll delay the start for me if they're out there watching. But it is, the lights are off on the pace truck, so perhaps they won't. I was trying to get all the paints updated for the drivers that came in late tonight. That way that I could show their paint jobs off since they are entered into tonight's race. And they are going to delay it for us. Here's your starting grid. Justin Brooks on the pole of tonight's race. Jamie Massey going to be on his outside. Row number 2 will be Scott Negus and Aaron Brumbelow. Row 3, Justin Lawson and Matt Huntington. Row 4 is going to be Lewis Flowers and Michael Jarman. And row 5, Zach Frazier and Lukey Shannon. Row 6, Jarrett Murphy, Nathan Bryant. And then we got Douglas Stewart and Robert Taylor back there. Row number 8, Klein Everhart and Richard Parks. Brandon Campbell back there with Frank Klein. And then Kurt Vigent and Tyler Hurst. Green flags out as we go through the rest of your starting grid at the bottom of the screen. And they head off into turn number 1 for tonight's race. Jared Mogar starting off way in the back there in row 13. And then I missed Anthony Cottle and somebody else, but to get you through the rest of your starting grid, Paxton Call, Cody Clemens, and Benjamin Gearhart right now. Your leader, Justin Brooks, leading these drivers around the racetrack. Behind him, Jamie Massey. Massey in the number 5 as they go down into turn 1. Single file so far up front. Justin Lawson running 4th, right behind Scott Negus. And Aaron Brumbelow rounds out your top 5 right now in the 01 machine. Not sure how much they can make it on fuel but they are stacked up a little bit further back. Back here, Zach Frazier, Lewis Flowers, Jarrett Murphy, Lukey Shannon, as they are still 2 by 2 back here. And so far, so good. A couple drivers getting into the outside wall there on the front stretch. A long race here tonight, and plenty of time to make up some ground. And I'm sure there's a few different strategies going on out there, because they do get, I believe, 2 sets of tires and 1 quick fix or fast repair, whatever you may call that. Car in the wall in the back. Looks like the 16 machine. That was Frank Klein, so he might have a little bit of damage on that car. Klein started 18th. He fell back 5 spots. Yes, he does have right front damage on his car, and he's going to drop to the back for now, and hopefully a caution will come out. And a battle right here. Lukey Shannon, Zach Frazier in the 37 on the outside. And Jarrett Murphy's got a windshield full of this battle going on. Let's go back up front where your leader, Justin Brooks, followed by Jamie Massey. Massey right on the bumper of Justin Brooks right now. Behind him, Scott Negus still in that 3rd spot with Justin Lawson and Aaron Brumbelow. Your top 5 have started to separate themselves from the rest of the pack. As you can see, nice little distance between them and your 6th place driver, which is the 13 of Lukey Shannon. First caution on the racetrack tonight is out, and we got cars in the back, pile up on the back stretch. A bunch of drivers back there. Take a look at this. Big wreck in the back. Not quite sure what happened there. It could have been anything. Let's go back on the replay, see if we can take a look. Maybe we'll get lucky and catch the actual incident. All right, let's take a look at it. And I believe it started somewhere right here. Oh, yeah, the 199. A little contact from the 66 machine. Robert Taylor. Oh, somebody got flipped over. Let's watch it one more time. The 66 of Robert. Oh, the 199 kind of went away for a second, but he does come back. And then right there, the contact happens. And then you see a pile up ensue on the back stretch. A lot of drivers involved, a lot of them able to come to a stop, and one driver gonna flip over onto his roof, it looks like, so he's gonna have to get a little help from the tow truck. And caution number 1 out on the racetrack on lap 14, but it is lap 15 now, so we'll go back live right now. There's a big one early, huh? That's going to affect a lot of drivers. What's up, Travis? That was a doozy. Some drivers coming down pit road right now. A lot of them opted out to come down pit road. Daffern coming back out on the racetrack. He went down pit road for a second, and that'll also give a chance for Frank Klein to go down there and get his car fixed if he has any damage on that thing. But right now, looks okay, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Hard to tell. Justin Brooks, Jamie Massey, Scott Negus, Justin Lawson, and Aaron Brumbelow in the top 5 right now. Few drivers still on pit road. That's Richard Parks and Robert Taylor sitting down there. And looks like he's going to come back out. Possibly a lap down, Robert Taylor. Or 4 laps down right now. Richard Park still in the pits. Frank Klein is 2 laps down right now, but he is out on the racetrack, and he is not the lucky dog. Right now, you got 5 drivers that are not on the lead lap. Your lucky dog's Kurt Vigent right now. So lights off on the pace truck. Lap number 18 out of 200. Still 182 laps to go, if I know how to do math. We're doing math tonight, boys. Look out. All right, Scott Negus, Justin Brooks, all ready to get this one kicked off. Let's go on board with our leader for the green flag. And we'll back up to Jamie Massey. He's got a better shot of it right here on board number 2, Jamie Massey. Caution back out on the racetrack here. And it's not Parks. Parks still in the pits. So I'm not sure how or who. Let's go find it. I believe it was somewhere in this area right here. Cody Clemens in the 71, the 99 of Anthony Cottle back there. Chris Long on the outside. The 16 sticks his nose down in there, turns the 71 around off turn 4. That's Frank Klein in that 16. We'll watch it one more time from inside the cockpit. He's trying to get that nose up in there, and then around goes the 71. The 71 doesn't get a whole lot of damage out of it, but there you have it. I was trying to pull up the link for the driver's information. I forget where it was at. The lights are going to go off on the pace truck this time by, and we're going to get this one going once again. All right, I think I got some of that information there. All right, Justin Lawson out of hometown is South Carolina, looks like. Main sponsor, Buffalo Bar and Grill. All right. Go to iracingmonsters.com if you want to keep a look at some of the information for tonight's race. Click on NHMRL Snowball, then go down to the late model stocks, and you'll find information there. As the green flag comes out, they get a little bit stacked up there around 5th, 6th spot, but able to keep it sorted out as they go down into turn number 1 and 2. So far it's been all Justin Brooks. Oh, Justin Lawson. Trouble for him, and that causes a big win on the backstretch. Look at this parking lot again, down off turn number 4, and it all started right there with Justin Lawson and not sure who else. There's Lawson right there. Check out a little damage on his car. He's not going to be too happy about that. Let's go look at it on the replay, see. All right, the 13 and the 113 running side by side right here. And it causes the 3 to go around. Let's get another angle of it so you can see. They're racing for that 4th spot. Lukey Shannon in the 113 there. So some contact between those guys. I'm not sure how the Evans will deal with that, but they'll take care of it in the right way. Maybe in a racing incident, but also could have been someone else at fault. But right now, it looks like Lawson, the 2 that were involved, are running 4th and 6th right now. So they're going to be restarting right in front and behind, whatever you want to call it, nose to tail, on the outside line. Their 3rd and 4th row. So they didn't lose a whole lot of spots. Some of the other drivers may have been involved in it, caught a lot more damage. But I know Lawson's got some damage on his machine. 199, Matt Huntington coming off of pit road right now. Right on board your leader, Justin Brooks. And so far it's been every lap led by him. And he's looking to finish this one off just like he started it, I would assume. The 5 right there. If Jamie Massey, definitely no stranger of being in victory lane, especially on iracingmonstersofdirt.com with the Monsters of Dirt Series League. They do have dirt racing for you drivers that are out there interested in going racing on dirt. Go to iracingmonstersofdirt.com to get signed up for the Dirt Series, which will be coming up here at the, I believe, at the beginning of the new year, 2025. Right now, we're at the Five Flag Speedway for the Snowball Derby in the late model stocks. Justin Brooks chose the outside for the start this time. Barely able to clear Jamie Massey there as they go down into turn 1 and 2, leaving, excuse me. Lukey Shannon and Scott Negus side by side for 3rd. Negus gonna back out of it. Never mind, Negus is on the bottom of the racetrack looking to pick up that spot, putting the pressure on Lukey Shannon, which was involved with Lawson there, and it caused a pretty big pile up. Take a look at Lawson back here right now. Lawson slides in behind Clyde Everhart in the number 8. That's a look at it from Lawson in that 113, running in the top 5 there earlier. Fell back just a little bit. He's got Michael Jarman behind him. Aaron Brumbelow dropped back a little bit. He was 5th there for a little while. Right now, 10th position for Aaron Brumbelow. And he's got Zach Frazier putting some pressure on him. Frazier in the 37 machine. Aaron Brumbelow going to move to the top there, give the 37 some room, drop in behind him. That's going to put Zach Frazier in 10th. Aaron Brumbelow back to 11th as the caution comes out. Cody Clemens and the 66 stopped on the racetrack, as well as a few other drivers that possibly was not involved. But we'll kind of go look at it from Cody Clemens' perspective for now and see what he saw. That way we can find out what actually happened. Clemens just running very carefully right now on that outside line, and then you see it. Oh, right there. it happened in front of him. So the 062 of Lewis Flowers. Oh, look at all this. Flowers drives up the slides up the racetrack there, and it causes a bit of a problem, or something happened. I'm not sure what happened there, but a lot of damage on a lot of cars right here in the back. And we're still early in this one, and a lot of cars picking up a lot of damage in the few cautions that we have had tonight so far. It's been very interesting, Ken. I'd say if it was on me, I'd probably play it pretty easy at the beginning, the first half of the race, or be up front in the top 2 or 3 spots if you can do that. If not, be in the back away from all the carnage, if there is any, to give yourself some time to react and stay out of it. And then once this thing starts to go green, maybe you can pick off some spots one at a time. So far, Justin Brooks, Jamie Massey's been able to be out in front of all this stuff and have been able to keep their car clean. Luke E. Shannon in the 13. Of course, that was an incident between him and Justin Lawson earlier, so he might have a little bit of damage on that thing, but he still managed to hold on to a top 3 spot. Behind him is Scott Negus in 4th, and Nathan Bryant rounds out your top 5. We'll take a look at Nathan Bryant in that 40 machine. Here's a look at it. 49, my apology. Clyde Everhart's back here in the 8, and one of the drivers that doesn't look like he has any damage on that beautiful car, so it's managed to keep it clean and keep itself inside the top 10. So that's going to play a role. We're on lap 43, coming to 44, and the lights are off. And we're going to get this one going here. Once again, let's see what happens, as this time the 33 of Justin Brooks choosing the inside line for the restart. Scott Negus in the 55. He's up on the outside there in that red machine. On the inside of him, Clyde Everhart, as they battle for the 5th spot. Side by side down into the corner, back on board. This time, Scott Negus, as we ride along out of Canada. He's got the driver from Greenville, Tennessee, Clyde Everhart there looking to clear him this time off turn number 2. The 099 right there looking to follow along. Michael Jarman. Jarman out of Pensacola, Florida. And it's all single file for about the top 15, 20 cars. Let's go back a little further. Tyler Hurst back here in the Everhart car, racing number 8. Door to door down the backstretch there. Tyler Hurst racing Ronald Cole in the 000, or I'm sorry, Jared Mogard in the 000. Another side-by-side battle going on here. Justin Lawson and Jarrett Murphy just ahead of Zach Frazier. Zach Frazier in the 37 machine watching this battle. Frazier going to clear Jared Murphy's. They get single file as well. Aaron Brumpelo right there in the 01, running 11th right now with Ronald Cole behind him. I ran a few laps with Ronald Cole. He seems to do pretty good on these short tracks. We'll see what he can do here. He's driving the good-looking car. There's Justin Lawson. Seems to be in a battle with Zach Frazier. Frazier gonna move to the bottom here, going into 3. And now they're side by side behind them. Jarrett Murphy, Aaron Brumpelo, and then they're 2 wide with Ronald Cole, Jarrett Mogard. Mogard on the outside. Ronald Cole on his inside. And they're still door to door. Brumpelo almost clear of Jarrett Murphy, but here comes Ronald Cole looking to take that spot as well. Right now, Jarrett Murphy stuck on the outside, and it looks like the bottom lane is where it's at. Let's go back up front, check on our leaders, throw our leaderboard up on the screen. Justin Brooks, Lukey Shannon, Jeremy Massey with Nathan Bryant, Michael Jarman, and Clyde Everhart, your first 6 drivers. And then Scott Negus, Justin Lawson, Zach Frazier, Aaron Brumpelo round out your top 10. You see your favorite driver on the list on the left side. You'll know where he's at. Also, we got lap times, but we'll get more into that later on if this thing goes green. But Justin Brooks doing a fantastic job here tonight as he continues to lead. And whatever you do, don't look up Justin Brooks on iRacing. I think he's second on the leaderboard for Asphalt Oval. Oh, caution's on the racetrack. We got a car around. Paxton Call. We caught him doing a circle on the front straightaway there. Not sure what happened, but we'll go check. He's in the number 2 as he goes down into the corner right here. Oh, gets a little loose off the corner, spins it out, down on the bottom of the racetrack. Nobody get caught up in that, but it does bring out the caution. So Paxton Call gonna go to the back, and right now he's gonna go around the pace truck there to get back on the lead lap. All right, who's been down pit road? Who has not? Can we get a shot of pit road? You see Bryson Daffern pulling out. The 5 of Jamie Massey coming back out. The 099 of Michael Jarman. Clyde Everhart also coming out. So a lot of drivers coming down pit road here for this yellow flag. I believe it's 2 tires. You get 2 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and it's a 20 incident limit. So there's your information on that. So with a 200 lap race, You'll start with a set of tires, and then you'll have 2 more sets in the pits. If you choose to pull down and get 4 tires, then sometimes it's possible to do it without going a lap down, but sometimes these drivers come in and try to get 4 tires and it's not possible, and they end up going a lap down. But I believe under caution should be no problem for these guys to be able to come down pit road and get 4 tires and get back out on the racetrack. Let's take a look. So your leader decided not to pit. He's been out for 68 laps. He's led every one of those laps as well. Behind him, Lukey Shannon. He has not pitted yet. Nathan Bryant still out on the racetrack. Aaron Brumbelow, Zach Frazier, Tyler Hurst still hasn't pitted. None of these drivers. And your first driver that's been down pit road is Bryson Daffern. He had an 11-second pit stop. So he may have gotten 2 tires, may have just got some damage fixed, or just picked up a little bit of fuel. So not sure. Jamie Massey, when he come down pit road, he took 4 tires. So we'll see what he can do. He's going to be starting back in 10th. Green flag's back out. Lap 70 of 200. And great start for Justin Brooks. Once again, Lukey Shannon and Nathan Bryant side by side for P2 with Zach Frazier, Aaron Brumbelow, and Tyler Hurst right there. All in line. The ones to watch out for, the ones that pitted. Jamie Massey being the first one on 4 tires, I think. So let's go on board with Jamie as he tries to work his way through the field. Should be considerably faster than most of these guys, but he's got somebody on his inside down the backstretch. Michael Jarman. It's Jarman on his inside. Jarman's also been down pit road. He took 4 tires, so all the guys with 4 tires trying to work their way through the field, but the caution comes back out with drivers having some issues down in turn 1 somewhere. Let's go watch it on the replay. Oh, it happened ahead of him, so. Oh, the 000 machine. That's Jared in the 000, so it may have started right there. He got some contact from behind, got sent up the racetrack. And it looks like it is. Sure, who's behind him? Oh, Jared Murphy got into Jared Mogard as they went into turn 1. And a few other drivers ended up in it as well. Oh, barely. And he got it looked like, who was that? Lewis Flower? No. Not sure. So Jared Bogarts, he gets sent as he went down into turn number 1. And those guys on those new tires have picked up a few spots and are now working their way towards the front of the field. First one on new tires. That's going to be Scott Negus in the 55, followed by Bryson Daffer, Michael Jarman, and Jamie Massey. All those drivers on 4 tires, along with Ronald Cole, Justin Lawson. He picked up some new tires and perhaps got a little bit of damage fixed, maybe not. Showing a little left front. So I'm not sure if he actually got any work done on that thing or not. Frank X'd out already? No, I'm showing. Yeah, he did. Unbelievable. 22 incidents. Sure enough. We got a few more drivers that are on the verge of that, but also a couple other ones that have been X'd out. We also got, let's see, the two that are about to go out looks like Douglas Stewart, Timothy Frazier, as they both got 16X with a 20 incident limit. You just can't afford to have that many incidents this early into the race as we get it kicked off once again. Justin Brooks, Lakeith Shannon, Nathan Bryant all get single file fairly quickly. Tyler Hurst in the number 8. He's not on new tires, I don't think. No, he hasn't pitted yet. But he's surrounded by drivers that are on 4 freshies. All these cars. The 55 of Negus, the 18 of Dafford. You got Jamie Massey and Michael Jarman all stacked up right here trying to find a way around Tyler Hurst. Caution does come back out on the racetrack again, and we're going to start to see drivers incident out if it goes on. And we had a few big ones here tonight, and I couldn't tell you what the caution was for. So let's hit the magic button and see if we can get her. I don't know. Interesting. I didn't hear anybody go around, but the green flag comes back out because it was a weird caution, I would assume. Oh, car around in the back. It looks like Jarrett Murphy in the Deuce 5. Something happened there as well. All right, let's see what happens on the restart here. Oh. Looks like Jared Bogard. As he goes down into the corner, this is the same exact thing that happened earlier, except for this time the roles are reversed, and it's Jared Mogard getting into the back of Jared Murphy. So that puts Jared Murphy down on pit road right now. We'll see if he can get off of pit road in time to get back out there, or what's going to happen there. Right now, he's got $12 incidents. All right, most of the drivers that have a lot of incidents have either incidented out or there's only a couple left. Douglas Stewart in danger of being disqualified for incidents as well. We go back racing. This is going to be interesting right here. Scott Negus saves it with contact between him and Bryson Dafford. Great save by the 55. car hitting the wall back there. You seen somebody, not sure if that was Aaron Brumbelow or not. It kind of looked like it. No, it wasn't Aaron Brumbelow. Here's Brumbelow up here in fourth right now. Brumbelow, he's not been down pit road either, and he's running fourth. So Justin Brooks kind of setting the example of, hey, look, those 4 tires are overrated, and he's been able to stay out in front the entire time. Tyler Hurst, another driver that has not changed 4 tires yet, with Bryson Dafford on his inside. So you see the difference, 4 tires versus no tires, and Dafford still having a little bit of trouble getting by Tyler Hurst. Although he may be a little bit faster, it's still showing that those older tires are competitive. And he's almost got him clear here. This time he probably will. And then finally pick up that spot. So it took him 3 laps to get by Tyler Hurst right there. Now here comes Michael Jarman. Now he's going to have to battle Hurst for about 3 laps. With Hurst being on the outside, that's also the longer way around. And it's not the faster line, but Jarman able to clear a little bit quicker. Caution comes back out again on the racetrack. It's Douglas Stewart, and he was incidented. I think he incidented out as he got caught up in this one. Let's take a look. Oh, Stewart. No, yep. That got him out of there. 4X. And he's gone. I was in contact there with Justin Lawson, it looked like. Oh, it's a shame he couldn't hang on to that. Little tap there from Lawson. And that's going to end the night for Doug Stewart. You hate to see it. Just the smallest little contact could be the end of your night. And I'm not going to tell you who else is on the verge of incidenting out, just in case, you know. But there is a few drivers that are on the very verge of incidenting out and being disqualified from tonight's race. So we do see a few cars that decided to come down pit road, and it looks like your leader, Justin Brooks, decided to come down pit road, and he picked up 4 tires here. He decided to use a set of tires that puts him back in 10th and gives the lead to Michael Jarman. Now, this is where the things are going to get interesting, because we were talking about tire wear and how important it is, or ain't, honestly. Because you've seen how Tyler Hurst was able to carry quite a bit of speed, even though the other drivers were on newer tires. We're on lap 101, so we just passed halfway tonight's race. So 99 laps to go when they go back green. So Michael Jarman, your new leader, if he can do what Justin Brooks did on the first half of this thing, He might find himself in victory lane. He's got Jamie Massey there behind him and Scott Negus on his outside, and we go back green. Scott Negus in the 55 got stuck on the outside there when he started in the first row on the outside. He's been stuck ever since. The bottom lane has been prevailing for all the drivers using that lower line. And that has put Scott Negus back 4 spots since the restart. Michael Jarman, Jamie Massey, Klein Everhart's your top 3. Ronald Coe and Justin Brooks restarted this one in 10th. He's picked up 5 spots as he tries to work his way back up to the beginning, to the front of the field. He's got the leader in sights, but he's got about 4 cars or 3 in between him and Michael Jarman. We'll see what happens. On board, Justin Brooks. And Brooks's main sponsor, Justin Brooks Designs. But you see, he's not gaining a whole lot of ground yet there behind Klein Everhart. But he is picking up a little bit of speed, and he's going to look to the inside. They're going to be door to door. Brooks down low, Everhart up top, and Jarman still leading Jamie Massey. Here comes Brooks up into the 3rd spot, so he's picked up. Oh, car around. Ronald Coe. Oh, hard hit. Ronald Coe, Tyler Hurst, Aaron Brumbelow, Chris Long. A lot of drivers in that one as it brings the caution back out. Let's see what's up. It happened in, a little loose off the corner. Scott Negus nowhere to go, couldn't check up in time. And then Aaron Brumbelow could not miss it. You hate to see it, man. Everybody had it cleared. I don't think Brumbelow could have seen him. As he goes around right here, these drivers miss, and then everybody kind of splits, and then Aaron Brumbelow gets cut. Looks like he got into the 78, and it kind of pushed his nose down, and then boom, causing him, Bryson Daffer, and Tyler Hurst, few other drivers to get some damage from it. Oh, man. Hard hits out there tonight. Where's Nathan? Well, Nathan's currently in 9th in the 49. Out of New York. New York. His hometown's East Aurora, New York. His main sponsor is Flush Speed Shop. Currently sitting in 9th. He's been down pit road 15 laps ago, where he looks like he picked up 4 tires. He had a 23-second pit stop, so we'll see what he's got. He's got the tires. It looks like he's in position. He's going to restart in 8th, 4th row outside. Lights off on the pace truck. Lap 115 of 200. About 85 laps remaining. Michael Jarman, Jamie Massey in row 1. Justin Brooks, Klein Everhart in row 2. Row 3, Lukey Shannon and Zach Frazier as we get going once again. Here comes Justin Brooks looking on the inside for the lead. Jarman has to move up the racetrack, give him the bottom. Jarman's fast in the 099. Using the higher line here. Making it hard for Justin Brooks to make that pass and regain the lead that he then give up early when he come down pit road. So Jarman looking good on the outside right now. Let's go on board. And he is able to make that pass. Justin Brooks back out front. Michael Jarman and Lukey Shannon in a side-by-side battle for second. Brooks, Shannon, Jarman, Massey, Frazier, Everhart, Bryant, Dafford, and Hurst, followed by Justin Lawson to round out your top 10. Scott Negus has fell back to 11th. But the battle for the lead has went single file. So let's go back here and watch these two drivers. Klein Everhart and Zach Frazier battling for a top 5 spot here, door to door, going down into turn 1. Nathan Bryant's got a windshield full of this. Bryant's going to have to be patient, but also fast so he can make that pass. Nathan Bryant started this race in 12th. Right now he's sitting 6th. He's looking on the inside. Caution comes out on the racetrack. That's going to slow him down once again. So trouble on the racetrack here on lap 125. Let's see if we can find it. Looks like Bryson Dafford on the bottom of the racetrack, the 37 on the outside. That's Zach Frazier. Here comes Tyler Hurst in the 8. And contact's made. Coming off of the corner, Scott Negus and Tyler Hurst get caught up as well. Let's take a look at, oh, he got loose in front of Tyler Hurst. That's exactly what happened. Well, it looked like it happened. Let's see if we can watch it one more time. He's on the outside. He's either loose or he's turning down. Yeah, he's loose. He's sideways right there. And then the contact's made. Hurst has to come up the racetrack. And that causes him and Negus to get into the fence. Perhaps giving them some damage. It's been all Justin Brooks here tonight. Michael Jarman's got a fast car as well as Jamie Massey. Bryson Dafford starting to make his way back up towards the front along with Justin Lawson too. So a few drivers going to try to maybe have a chance to battle with Justin Brooks for this win here tonight. Top 5 pays out, so The winner's going to win 200, seconds 50, third's 25, fourth's 15, fifth is 10, which is your money back. So I think it's 10 to get in. Oh, green flag's out. Let's go to that. Riding on board with Bryson Daffern right now. Bryson Daffern was late getting into tonight's race due to driving back home from the racetrack because he was racing this weekend. So he barely made tonight's race. He wasn't even in here for qualifying, so he had to start back in 31st position. No practice, not even a lap, so we'll see what happens right now. He's trying to make a move on Klein Everhart for 6th, and Everhart's going to let him go, make it a little easier for these guys. That way they don't race side by side too long, let the leaders get away. Justin Brooks lead them down into turn 1 and off of turn 2. Lucas Shannon's looking strong tonight, by the way. Shannon running 3rd. He's been up there, and he's been looking fast as well. Oh, he made a move on the front stretch. That was a little further back there. That's back there in the 5th spot. And that's Jamie Massey trying to work his way around your boy Nathan Bryant. And they're door to door still for that 4th spot. So a side by side battle going on in front of Bryson Daffern and Klein Everhart. 60 laps to go in tonight's race. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. We got a slow car on the top there on the back stretch. The 35 not on the track for the next few races. We'll be running the modified race. Good to hear that, man. Day in the life of Joseph Douglas. What's up, Joseph? Oh, trouble on the racetrack. Bryant and Everhart. A little contact in 3 and 4. And that's going to bring out the caution. Lewis Thomas, a.k.a. Flair FPV. What's up, dude? Shout out to y'all on YouTube over there, by the way, and everybody on Facebook. Caution is back out here. And we see what happened. It was Nathan Bryant and Klein Everhart, but we'll go watch it. See if we can figure out what it was exactly. It's on the entry of the corner. Both of them go around. Let's take a look at it from this angle. Oh, boom. Both of those drivers bad fast, but small little incident like that. But I believe Bryant was able to save it and not get any damage. I know Everhart did catch a piece of the pit entrance there, so I don't know if it caused a lot of damage for him, but everybody in top 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4, then Bryant stayed out, so they haven't. Yeah, Bryant's still out. He didn't come down. See if we can find okay, Justin Lawson's going to be your first driver out from pit road. His pit stop was 21 seconds, so he possibly got 4 tires. And that's going to put him restarting this one 7th. Michael Jarman also decided to come out or come down pit road and get 4 tires. So Jarman picking up 4 tires with 53 laps to go. Justin Brooks, Luke Shannon, Jamie Massey, Bryson Daffern's going to be your first 2 rows for this restart. Let's go on board with our leader as we get ready to kick this one back under green. Oh, Bryant got loose off of the corner right there. He goes around on the backstretch. No caution yet. It looks like he got it going again, so the caution flag did not come out. Caution flags are thrown by iRacing, by the way. As far as I know. Well, Luke Shannon in the 13. Right there on the bumper of Justin Brooks. For 50 laps. Actually, 49 laps to go. That was on board that 33 machine. Jamie Massey, Bryson Daffern. Well, they've been in a lot of battles on the racetrack in many different cars and many different tracks, many different track surfaces. And it's no different right now as Bryson Daffern looking on to the back of Jamie Massey. Both drivers in a Chevrolet, it looks like. Jamie Massey qualified second. Bryson Daffern wasn't here for qualifying. And we actually watched the race, or well, not we, but me and Jaden Strandberg actually watched Bryson Daffern's race as he was racing in Las Vegas, or well, in Nevada, Las Vegas. His hometown is Yuma, Arizona, so he had to drive back to Yuma today after the races. Oh, we didn't get to watch the race, but as we're talking about it, he gets involved in an incident there in 3 and 4. As we were talking about him. So could have been a broadcast curse, and I apologize if it was. Those things are real, man. See if we can find out what happened here. As they come down the back stretch. Oh, Carlo, maybe? I don't know. He gets a good run down the back stretch, pulls up. And right here, you can see cars on the inside. It's hard to say there. I mean, he's got a bumper on the inside before entry. So, yeah, interesting call for the admins to have to make for that one. But that's going to destroy Bryson Daffrin there as he hits hard into the fence right there. Stuck in the barrels. And now he's on pit road, so not sure if he'll be back out as he worked his way through the field. All right, let's look at incidents here. We've only got a few drivers that are on the cuff of just getting DQ'd here tonight. One, two, and then two more that are a little bit more cushion than the other two. So drivers are going to have to be careful out there in the final laps of this one. We're on lap 163 of 200. Watching Justin Brooks pace around here, and you know, he come down pit road 64 laps ago and got 4 tires. Is that going to give him what it takes to win this thing? Well, let's look at the drivers around him. 65 laps ago, Luke Shannon also came down pit road. Jamie Massey's been out there for 98 laps, so he's been out for quite a bit longer on those tires. And then Justin Lawson up to 4th. He's probably got the fresher tires out of all the drivers. He's been out for 19 laps, and I believe 4 or 5 of those were under caution as the green flag comes back out. Right now, Justin Lawson in 4th. Scott Negus back up to 5th in that 55. But here comes Nathan Bryant. Bryant trying to make that pass for 5th. Coming to 168 on the board here, Five Flag Speedway. 32 laps remaining in this one when they cross the line. And it is looking good for Justin Brooks so far out front. We got 12 cars left in this one after starting 31. It does look like Brooks is starting to pull away. Jamie Massey starting to pick up the pace as he looks to the inside on Luke Shannon. And as I said earlier, Massey He's got the older tires out of him, and Shannon having a bit of an internet connection that could cause a bit of net code here on iRacing. When that connection is not that stable, it creates a different bubble, as you would say, so to speak, for lack of a better word, bubble around the race car. And then no contact right there between Shannon and Bryant. Bryant's moving his way through the field. Bryant looking good right now. He's got 2 tires on his last stop just a few laps ago. He got a little loose off the corner right there. Justin Lawson right there. He's got Michael Jarman, and Scott Negus back there. The 099. Jarman saves it on the front stretch there after getting a little sideways off turn 4. We'll see if they got what it takes. 25 laps to go. And I'm telling you, Bryant looking good right now as he pulls up to the bumper of Jamie Massey. He's going to take over that second spot. So maybe 2 tires. Maybe 2 tires. I'm not sure, but it's whatever he's doing out there right now. He's carrying the speed. He's a little bit faster than your leader. If you look on the left side of your screen, Brooks ran a 8:51. Bryant ran a 8:27. Lawson with an 8:55. Now Brooks picked up the pace that time, but Bryant still a little bit faster. So keep an eye on the 49 as he tries to track down the leader, Justin Brooks. Oh, caution out on the racetrack. We got 10 cars on the lead lap. Michael Jarman involved in this one. 12 cars on the racetrack, but only 10 on the lead lap after starting 31. So that shows you how you got to be there at the end if you want to win. Let's go back and see what, he got hooked on the right rear of the 13. Oh, he went down into the corner, pushes up the racetrack just enough. Oh, putting the 13 in the wall right there. Slides up. Yeah, just Michael Jarman pushing it really hard here. Slides up. Yeah, what happened off turn 2, but we'll go back and watch it again. They come to the start-finish line. Jarman's carrying some speed down into the corner. He sends it in there, gets a little loose, comes up, taps the 13. 13 gets put in the wall. That's Luke Shannon. And, that's kind of what it looks like from here. And you can look at it one more time. After the 13 got into the wall, Jarman goes to the bottom. Can't keep it on the bottom, as you can see. And the 13 of Shannon, looks like he left him some room down there, but the entry may have messed up Jarman's entry there into turn 3, causing him to slide up there a little bit. You never want to get hooked in the right rear because that always leads to a lot of damage as you get sent up into the outside wall. On this restart, it's going to be lap 184 when they cross the line. Right now, 183. So Justin Brooks, Nathan Bryant in row number 1, Justin Lawson, Matt Huntington in row 2, Cody Clemens and Michael Jarman in row 3, Scott Negus, Jamie Massey in row number 4, and then we'll have Lukey Shannon and Chris Long. Let's go check on Shannon. It looks like Shannon came down the pits got his car fixed again. Did he get any tires? It looks like he got 4 tires as well. So Shannon going to be restarting this one back in 9th with about 15 laps to go. So a lot of work to do. Not sure if the caution's going to help Justin or hurt him. We'll find out as we get this one going. Once again, green flag in the air. Brooks with a nice lead right now, 0.6 in front of Justin Lawson. And then Nathan Bryant in third. Matt Huntington and Michael Jarman rounds out your top 5. Here's your leader. Yeah, we got a battle for second between Nathan Bryant and Justin Lawson. Bryant, he was fast before that caution come out. And he's still carrying that speed. The 199 of Matt Huntington right there running fourth. Michael Jarman in that final payout spot. Jamie Massey in 6th right now. He's on his outside there. So the battle for that final payout spot as they come to 10 to go this time. Justin Brooks. As we look at the lap times, Brooks still carrying a lot of speed with a 6:73 last lap. And a nice 0.9 second lead with 9 laps to go. This battle right here heating up between Michael Jarman and Jamie Massey. Massey finally able to get to the bottom again after a couple laps there side by side with Michael Jarman. And the 49 of Nathan Bryant in that second spot, looking fantastic, starting to pull away. Let's go back to lap times. A little bit faster than the leader, so Bryant carrying a little more speed. Running out of time though, 6 to go when they cross this time. Lawson in third. There's Lawson. Oh, then Huntington having some issues with the internet there. Oh, that's could cause a huge problem. Michael Jarman right there gonna have to give a little space just in case, but looks like Huntington got it back together. Brooks down into 3. Bryant trying to catch up to him. Bryant still the faster car. 5 to go. Can he do it? Brooks ran a 8:30. Bryant ran a 7:79. So about a half a tenth faster with 3 laps to go. And right now he's 0.6 back. So at that rate, it would take 10 laps to catch him, if not more. Caution on the racetrack. That's going to close that gap. And that's going to change everything. Looks like Mogard got a lot of damage. Jared Mogard, the 000. Well, let's go see. That's going to give us that green, white checker finish, and that might benefit Justin Brooks, because he's going to be able to start this one. Let's see if we can find the reason for the caution. Oh, Jarman into the back of the 13 of Lukey Shannon. Shannon somehow saved that one. But Michael Jarman, let's take a look if we can get a better idea of what happens here. Jarman on the outside. Negus got a fender on his inside. He just drove down in there, got into the back of him. Not sure whose fault that was, but you'll have that. That does put us to a green-white checker finish, which is going to make this race interesting here tonight. Justin Brooks could be the beneficiary of this one because he was already doing good before the caution came out. He didn't need the caution to come out, but now, as long as he gets a good restart, he should be able to pull this one off and take home the $200. But Nathan Bryant, if he can get a good restart and possibly time this one really, really good, then it might open up the door for him to have a shot at winning this thing. But I wouldn't mind seeing a Mustang in victory lane. We'll see if Justin Brooks can do it. Pace truck turns off the lights, and we're going to go one more time, and it might be the final restart of the night. To put this thing to rest, and then we'll be back live with another one coming up. So here, on board your leader. White flag is out. The final lap here. Justin Brooks, Jamie Massey, and Nathan Bryant, your top three. Massey might have 4 fresh tires, but he's not got enough to do what it takes, and that was to get around Justin Brooks, and that's going to put Justin Brooks in victory lane for tonight's race. Shout out to Justin Brooks, man. He pretty much dominated tonight's race. And pretty good call there coming down pit road at halfway. But he led 184 laps out of the 200 laps here tonight. So shout out to Justin Brooks for a fantastic performance here in tonight's race. He's gonna pocket $200, and Jamie Massey, he's gonna take home $50. And also, Nathan Bryant's gonna put $25 back in his bank account there. Matt Huntington brings home $15, and Lukey Shannon, your top 5. Lukey Shannon's gonna he'll win his entry fee of $10 back. So shout out to him. Justin Brooks celebrating out there on the racetrack as he pulls off the first annual Snowball Derby here for the late model stock cars. And the NHMRL, iracingmonsters.com. Justin Brooks gets it done. We're going to talk to him. We're going to talk to a few other drivers, so don't go nowhere. But first, let's take a look at our race results. And also, if you got a question you want to ask one of these guys, you let us know what you want to ask and who you want to ask it to, and we'll try to get that done out there in the chat. So shout out to everybody that came out to watch tonight's race on Facebook or YouTube. I'm Jay Weezy. I hope you guys have a good night, but let's go on and see if we can get a hold of tonight's winner after we take a look at our race results. A lot of cars started tonight's race, but not a lot finished. Only 11 cars finished on the lead lap here tonight. 31 cars started tonight's race. Take a look at this. Justin Brooks, Jamie Massey, Nathan Bryant, Matt Huntington, and Lukey Shannon. That's your top 5. Scott Negus in 6th there. Justin Lawson in 7th. Cody Clemens in 8th. Michael Jarman and Chris Long. That rounds out your top 10. Here's a look at the rest of the field. And I'll try to catch up to tonight's winner, Mr. Justin Brooks.
I'm in here.
Oh, what's going on, John?
What's going on, man?
I'll tell you what, green white checker finish on a 200 lap race. Pretty interesting because it gives the guys behind them a chance to, possibly steal this thing from Justin Brooks. But Justin pretty much dominated here tonight by leading 184 laps.
Man, he was dominant, but we knew he was the favorite going into this show, and he definitely backed it up, didn't he?
Absolutely, man. It's not easy to do out there, especially, we had a couple big ones here tonight. We had a lot of excitement and a lot of good racing out there, to say the least. But let's pull Justin up here, man, see what he's got to say about it, because
in between all those wrecks, there's a lot of wrecks, man. This track can produce them.
Yeah, a lot of drivers ended up DQing out of this thing with the 20 incident limit, but one of them that didn't was Justin Brooks, and it all starts by putting it on the pole, Justin. And tonight you came in here and was able to finish this one here in first, but not only that, started in first, and that's a big help to you, being able to start off these races on these restarts and stay out of trouble. And then you finally decided to come down pit road, get 4 tires and all that good stuff. But let's go back to the first half, man. What happened in qualifying? How was you able to get that spot?
Just basically hit my marks pretty good. I underdrove the lap a little bit, just trying to be conservative, but was still good enough to hit the pole with, I believe, a 43. And from there, it's just all about, like you said, just trying to keep the car up front, keep it clean, not have to use my fast repair unless I obviously need to. Like if I pitted or something, that's the only time I was worried about it. But trying to manage the pace, save my tires best I could, and I saved them pretty good that first run with what I had when I went in the pits, and just try to play the strategy game right. I wasn't sure if I had the right strategy. I just saw some of them guys were racing whenever I got around them. I just figured that the best thing to do is just stay at pit at lap 100 and save the other set of tires. If other people pit, let them, just fend them off if they somehow get up to me. But I knew with the cautions and the heat cycles that it would cool the tires down and I'd be fine and be able to pull away. The only time I'd be worried if we had a long run. That's the only time the older tires would show, but I felt like I had saved enough where, it wouldn't really be a big detriment to me.
Yeah, and we were noticing.
Car you got too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were noticing that some of the drivers that come in and got 4 tires, it still wasn't really benefiting them as you would think here. As sometimes you come in and get 4 tires and you just blow their doors off. But tonight it looked like it was taking them like 2 or 3 laps to actually make a pass. And you decided to stay out to at least halfway, man. So what made you want to stay out so long? Was you just trying to save as much just so you could have something at the end?
I just basically wanted half the field if I could to wreck out, so I didn't have to worry about being behind 30 other cars, and I don't know who, a quarter of them are, and all that, be scared to death with some of the irates of the people I've seen in there I was talking about before the race. But no, just like I said, trying to be smart, man. Like I said, see what I had, basically see how the car would be after a bunch of heat cycles, so I know how I'd be. I know what position I'd be in there at the end whenever I did stay out, and it was the same thing. So I mean, it's like I said, it's all about just trying to have experience doing this and playing the card right and putting yourself in a position to win it, and done a great job. I feel like it tonight was showing up.
Absolutely, man. I would agree with that. Beautiful car, man. I said, hey, I wouldn't hate to see a Mustang win this thing. You had some Chevys back there putting some pressure on you there. But some of the drivers that decided to pit early went to the back, ended up getting caught up in some things. But when you went in, you came out, you had to restart in 10th. Was you worried a little bit about trying to get back up through the field without causing any issues or getting caught up in anything?
I was more worried about someone else stepping on her, right in front of me. But thankfully, the guys were on a P's and Q's in front of me and didn't have too much trouble with slicing and dicing my way through the field. I think I drove from 10th to 3rd, and we had to caution there after just a few laps and went for the lead there in a restart and put myself out front. And like I said, it was just clear sailing from there for the most part.
Absolutely, man. And caution come out quite a few times tonight. You was able to get really good restarts there, especially towards the end of this thing. And it looked like, Bryant was really fast there towards the end. And then you had this thing in the bag. You had about an 8, 9, 10 second lead there, even though he was running maybe a half a tenth or a little bit faster per lap. He wasn't going to catch you, man. And then the caution come out. You decide sometimes to choose the top, maybe the bottom but also able to get a good restart. Was you worried any about Bryant there on that last restart and being able to get a good restart to finish this one out final?
No, I mean, I saw where he pitted there at the end and took tires after I guess he spun out in the track. I'm not sure, but I think it was about 30 to go. He pitted. I knew he was going to be coming dirty fast. So when we had that restart with about 30 to go, I was just trying to save tires out front whenever he was coming up through the field there. And when he got to second, I was still saving, and I was going to save until he got to my back bumper. And I figured by then that either aero tight or him burning the right front off, because I was watching him use all the track up.
Yeah.
Coming off the corner, that he was going to burn his stuff up by the time they got to me. So I mean, it's just all, like I said, all about just hitting my restarts there good at the end, which I did, and just keeping myself out front and just running. I was just trying to run as fast of a pace just to keep the lead and not burn my stuff up, because I knew if we had a caution and the heat cycles and it cooled the tires down, I'm going to fire off way tighter, and I really didn't need that whenever I had fresher tires by me.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree, man. But yeah, it looked like you were saving as much as you could. And then when you noticed they were starting to get a little closer, you kind of picked it up a little bit. So I kind of seen, as I was looking at the lap times out there, I'm not sure if I'm right about that. That's what it looked like to me, but it sounds like that's what happened. And you was able to get this win, put 200 in your pocket, and lead 184 laps, man. Pretty much dominating tonight's race. So I want to congratulate you on that, and a beautiful car in victory lane, and a pretty good celebration out there after the race as well. So good to see you out there, man. Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast and everybody that's watching tonight, supporting this league. And it's a great thing that John's got going over here. I want to thank him secondly, for putting up the money for everybody to come out and have some fun and putting on a great league here. I mean, there was a few hiccups of some of the guys in the back, but we did have some good periods of racing there, which was really fun. Like he preached before the race, green flags are a lot more fun than pacing, and that was the case with some of the runs we had. So thank him for all his hard work, contributions that he has to make this thing go. Thank all the racers that raced me clean, raced me respectfully out there tonight. I appreciate them. Shout out to my girlfriend. She is watching the race tonight. Give her a shout out. And like I said, everybody else that's out there watching, I'm gonna give them another shout out. Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this thing. I mean, we're doing this for y'all. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, congrats on the win and the prize that goes with it. John, you got any last words, man, for our winner tonight?
Man, it's hell of a good job, Justin. Good run out there. Way to keep it professional. And, man, good job. I hope we catch you in one of the next ones, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know.
All right, Justin.
See y'all.
All right, let's move on. Our second place finisher tonight, no stranger, Jamie Massey, man. He was able to figure it out, John. You want to talk to him, or you want me to throw the book at him?
Jamie, the all-time winningest Monsters of Dirt driver, comes over here and takes second place. What about it, Jamie? How'd you pull it off tonight?
Oh, man. Felt like we had the second best car all night, you know what I mean? Like, he's good at this. I'm a dirt racer, man. That's about all I can say is,
bring his ass to dirt.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I don't know, dude. He's pretty talented. I think he could probably get it done there too.
Oh yeah.
I think he just he's got a little more, probably a lot more experience than I have. I really don't race asphalt unless you got something up. So, and I haven't even ran that until just now. So, I had no expectations, and then we qualified second, and I stayed consistent with him, and I was really just trying to pace him. Like, I wasn't trying to go by him or that whole big run, I just stayed with him and just maintained. And man, I felt like I did everything right. I think I pitted too soon the first time. And like I said, I'm unexperienced, so I don't know nothing about these cars. And but I drove back through the field pretty decent, and kind of used my stuff up. And I realized that once I learned how to manage a little better, I think I raced better. But man, I thought we made the right decision there at the end. I just needed more than 2 laps. I think if it would have been 5, maybe 8, we had a shot at him. But I'm happy, man, overall, with no expectations, and didn't tear up nothing, didn't get pissed off, and got beat by somebody who's better than me, and that's all right sometimes.
Absolutely, man. I do want to ask you, though, man, look, with less than 10 to go, I think I looked at you was back in 7th, and Nathan Bryant was literally trying to run down the leader with a little bit better tire than Justin. I think he came in and got 2 tires, and then the caution came out there, gave y'all another chance at it, and you was able to pick up quite a few spots to finish this one in second.
Yeah, right before that restart, before the last restart, I restarted like, I don't know, 11th or something, and man, I really drove through the field like with ease. I mean,
Yeah.
and I got the third, and I thought, that was probably it. All the guys that knew I was a little faster, Lawson and a couple other guys, gave me a lot of respect coming through, and didn't try to pin me down, and I didn't use my stuff up. So when I got the third, I was catching second like drastically, and was 2/10 faster than him and the leader. And then that caution came out, and I was like, oh, okay, we're in a good spot here, but you really can't do nothing with 2 laps. It's green, white, checkered, and the dude ran such a good race. I could have forced it and moved him, but I mean, we're racing for money and respect at the same time, and I've never raced with that guy, and I ain't out here trying to make no more enemies than I already got. So come home with a little bit of money and had fun, man. That's what we do this thing for. We had a rough/good weekend at the IRL Real Racetrack, and I had fun tonight, and man, it was just a good time. And it's, like I said, man, it's not bad losing to somebody who's a little better at you, and he showed that he's the man, and I felt like that I showed that I can get in any car and be pretty competitive myself.
I would agree, man. Good job in qualifying, man. Starting outside pole, and good job out there on the racetrack. John, you got any last questions for him?
Man, nothing. Just the showstopper shows up again. I talk him into getting these races, and he's like, man, asphalt, John. But he still comes over here. He supports our leagues. That's what I was telling the guys earlier in the admin chat is there's very few guys who support the league as much as Jamie always has. He's been here since day one. So we appreciate you, Jamie. Glad that you got in the money a little bit here, and hell of a run there, man. You kept them on their toes, made them run everything he had to get that win. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Like I said, just it's great experience as far as anything. Anytime I can hold a wheel, I'm up for it. There's some things I don't like racing, but John's got it up. It's going to be good, and it's going to be well admin and taken care of, and he's got a good group of guys who do follow him that I have a lot of respect for, and a great broadcaster. So, I mean, I'm always cool to come in here and hang out when I can, and just enjoy racing with you guys. And like I said, man, I ain't gonna hang my head at all tonight. I really outdid what I thought I was going to, so I'm proud. But I got a good group behind me to make that happen.
Absolutely, man. You're going to take home 50 for this one for finishing second in the Ray Barnes 200. First annual Snowball Derby here in the late model stock cars. And, of course, we all know, man, I'm ready for the dirt to come back. I know you're going to be good there, but awesome job here tonight, baby. Man. You keep getting better out there on the asphalt, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So congratulations, man, on that second spot. Anybody else you want to thank?
Before I thank everybody, have your televisions on, TV on, come mini stocks this week. I am winning. Put it on the calendar.
Tuesday night.
I plan on being the man to beat, and I hope somebody will call Justin Brooks and tell him to come on out there and let's do this thing one more time. And in the car, I got a little more.
He's gonna try to run it actually, so that'd be
awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. If he beats me there, I can't say that I don't have no experience in them cars, because I raced them in real life, and then I've ran a little bit of asphalt over the last couple of weeks and got my feet wet. So I'd like to challenge accepted. I'd like to see him over there Tuesday night, and let's put on a show again. And I want to thank everybody over at H&L, Dale, Slides, and Douglas. Douglas had tough luck, got wrecked out, man. He came in there and they spotted for me there at the end, and I thought we were out of that thing, and they calmed me down and told me when, what was going on, what I needed to do, what lane I needed to be in, and when I needed to pit, and just kept me calm. Everybody knows, man. If anybody who's ever been in Discord with me is, I get in my head a little bit sometimes, and it's always good to have a good group of guys to calm me down. And Dale's one of the best at it, so appreciate him. And man, we'll see y'all Tuesday night. Thank you.
All right, Jamie. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, there's Jamie, man. We'll move on to our third place finisher, which is Nathan Bryant in the 49 tonight, which looked really strong towards the end. And I thought that he was going to be able to run him down showing about half a tenth a lap faster. Not sure if he come down pit road and got 2 tires on his last stop, but Nathan, you got yours on, brother?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
And hold on, I really believe that Nathan was going to be our winner if we didn't get that caution. Nathan was coming.
Yeah, you had some people out there rooting you on, and you looked really strong in the race. Of course, you didn't have the best of luck at all times out there, but you was able to overcome the adversity that come towards you and work your way back up through the field. And, you know, coming to 10 to go, you had the leader in your sights right there. Of course, Justin was really strong all night out front, but you was a little bit faster there at the end. What was going through your mind, man? I know a lot of stuff happened in the first, 180 laps, but you got to be there at the end if you want to win this thing. And you did put yourself in a great position for this one, and would have finished in that second spot had that last caution not come out. So tell us a little bit about your race, man, and what was going through your head out there.
Yeah, I mean, we had a pretty bad qualifying effort. I didn't really get the track down and get the line down until probably the race started, and for some reason that's just my MO. So we started in the back and just we're gonna kind of ride it out and see what happened. And then we got with I don't even know how many to go, but we got spun out, made a little contact, and I figured it doesn't hurt. We weren't gonna lose any spots going to the pits, so got some tires at the end. And that definitely helped us get close there at the end. But I don't really think I had anything for Justin because, like he said, he was saving. You could tell like I was catching on him, and he's a really good asphalt racer. So
Yeah.
I would have been tough, but I mean we're more than happy with the 3rd place.
Absolutely, man. And, good pit strategy there at the end to put you back in position there after it looked like some contact between, I think, you and Bryson Daffern. Not quite sure. But, yeah, you did get caught up in some stuff. A little bit of bad luck there, but you was able to overcome that and keep pushing forward. And like you said, man, not the best starting spot back in 12th. How was you able to keep the car so clean and stay out of most of all the trouble? Because a lot of drivers that showed up for tonight's race ended up out of this thing pretty early. We had 31 or so start tonight's race and only 10 on the lead lap at the end of this thing, man. So what was your main strategy there?
It was really just avoiding all the wrecks. A couple times we got close to junking the car, and I know early on we had some contact with somebody, and toe was knocked out for a good portion of the race. But it's just, I mean, with big races like that, regardless of who's in it, there's going to be wrecks, and it's going to be a little hectic here and there. So just riding it out and keeping the nose clean and doing our best to give us a good chance at the end.
Absolutely. If you want to win this thing, you got to be there at the end, but also some pretty good saves out there and a little bit of luck on your side. And you find yourself finishing tonight's race here in 3rd. So you get to put a little money in your pocket, man. $25. So a little more than double your money for tonight. So not so bad. But if that caution wouldn't have come out, you'd have got that 2nd spot, man. But you look really strong tonight. And you had some people out there rooting you on, man. So good job out there on the racetrack. You showed a lot of respect, and it looked like for the most part, the people that you showed that respect to gave it back in return. But of course, there's people that make mistakes out there, and you'll have that. But man, good job. Just wanted to give you a shout out for that. And all the people you have watching, man, out there backing you up. Who you want to thank?
I got to thank all the sponsors on the car: Lakatos, Hain Supply, Caden Tuff's Designs. He made this up in about 20 minutes before the race. Bison Scaffold, Thermal Foams, Buffalo Concrete, Weldy Chassis, Herb Co. Got to thank the boys at Flush Speed Shop, and obviously you guys for putting this on. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a place to race.
Hey, it looks like you got the skill, you got what it takes, and you show up with a fast car. So I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't win one of these things. So good to see you out there tonight, and hope to see you back in the other races coming up here that they got going on. What do you think, John?
Yeah, good run, Nathan. Good first crack at the league, and definitely kind of driver we like to see around here. So good run, Nathan. Glad you got in the money, and maybe get in one of them other races.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, Nathan. Good job, buddy. All right, we'll move on. Our 4th place finisher, Matt Huntington. Huntington, one of the faster drivers out on the racetrack, of course, started this one tonight in 6th, fell all the way back to 27th, which is pretty deep in the field, and also able to be there at the end is one of the most important things, as I said to the other driver we just talked to. But yeah, man, it looked like a rough one for the first half of this thing. A lot of the big ones happened early, which caused a few people to get a lot of those incidents, which, you know, in turn caused them to be DQ'd to this thing. So the end of this thing, there wasn't a whole lot of drivers left, but one of them that was left was the 199 of Matt Huntington, able to bring this one home in 4th. And not only a 4th place finish, but you're going to take home $15 for that 4th place finish. Matt, you got yours on?
Yeah, I sure do.
Hey, man, it was a rough one out there for the first half, but you look like you had a pretty good car for tonight's race, and you was able to keep it clean. Being able to finish this thing with a good, clean car shows that you was able to have a little bit of luck on your side, but not only that, miss a few of those big ones that happened out there. So how was you able to do that?
Well, I definitely started out rocky. I got completely wrecked on, like, I don't know, lap 10, somewhere near there, and completely totaled it. And with only one faster pair, I just kind of rode around in the back and got EOLs for the first 100 and some laps, and finally finally used my faster pair, got some tires on it, and came back towards the front a little bit, still kind of riding, and ended up doing way better than I thought I was going to do. Like I said, I was probably last for 75% of the race. So
asked for EOLs probably 5 or 6 times, and he came back. I noticed him there at the end. I said, damn. And if you know, this is the same Scott Huntington who won the truck race the other night. He had changed his iRacing name during this week.
Oh, nice. Hey, yeah, I mean,
he picked up the win in the trucks, and we didn't get to interview because he didn't have the Discord. So now we get to finally interview him.
yeah, I waited, and I was like, okay, well, you know,
He
it
asked for the
happens.
Discord, and I didn't get it to him quick enough. But we got it all together, and he got over here and won him a little money. Good run tonight, Matt.
yeah,
Hey,
thank you.
Stick with it through the carnage to get you a decent finish.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. I had thoughts of parking it. I mean, I was that bad. I mean, the wheel was turned, whatever, a quarter of a turn the whole entire race. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate everything you guys do. That's for sure.
I'd say it was a good idea, man, taking those EOLs, because that kept you out of a lot of the things that went on out there. After 200 laps, only getting 8 incidents, a lot of these guys got kicked out of this thing. And you finished tonight's race with not only a clean car, but only 8 incidents. So that shows that you made a lot of good decisions out there. And that's why you deserve to finish in the top 5 and be there at the end. But that 4th place finish definitely going to give you at least your money back, and maybe you buy you a bag of chips or something tomorrow if you have to go to work. But hey, man, not only a winner in the truck series, so I do want to congratulate you on that win you got there, but also tonight's top 5, man, because 200 laps here, with the first half of this race being a little bit of carnage, it wasn't easy, and you was able to keep your head in the game and stay in it, man. So shout out to you for that, and good job out there, man. Anybody want to thank?
Just my girlfriend that sits over here and watches me and whatever. That's pretty much it. I mean,
She sits there and watches you. That's a
Yeah.
keeper.
yeah, she goes right beside, watches the race. Tries
I
to
won't
talk
even
the
come in the
whole
room.
thing, so, yeah, if I race every day this week, I'll probably get scolded, but hey, it's a lot of fun.
So there's the Snowball Derby. You got to.
Yeah, I'll just make sure she knows that,
And we
maybe
won't do it again every day till next year.
Right, yeah. So I'll just let her know that, and she'll be all right with it.
Hey, man, good to talk to you, man. Anybody else you want to thank?
No, that's it, and just you guys, the putting on this first real league I've actually been in. I'm pretty new to this, and I'll do it for as much as you guys will have me. That's for sure.
Hey, man,
That's
you
what
kind
we're
of
out here looking for is good drivers, man. Because our future, we're looking to going back to bigger tracks, more different series, more different cars. So we're looking with all these races, man. One of our goals is picking up good drivers for the future of our league. So definitely found one with you. So
absolutely. Yeah,
Thank
and
you. Yeah, appreciate it.
the strategy that you used tonight is one that I have in my playbook as well. If I don't think I can go out there and qualify on the pole or at least top 3 or 4, I'll do what you did here tonight. I'll kind of just say, man, let me stay in the back. This thing's 200 laps. Let these guys mess each other up, and then we'll see what happens later. So shout out to you on that strategy, man. It seemed to pay off for you, and good to see you back out on the racetrack. And hopefully we'll see you again, and maybe a little bit better, another win or something.
Yeah, thank you. My hand kind of got played for by myself, and I just had to stick with it. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you at the next one.
All right, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, let's pull up Lukey Shannon, man. Shannon, I watched this guy quite a bit, and
His teammate with Matt.
I've always been curious if I was saying the first name right, but I knew I was saying the last name right. So sometimes you hear me say Shannon, sometimes you just hear me say Lukey or Luke. And Luke, Shannon, maybe you can correct that, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Let's start off with that, man. I don't want to disrespect anybody, so I always ask if I don't know, man. Am I saying it wrong? Am I saying it right? Can you help me out?
You got it all right. Whatever one sounds better, Luke, Lukey, don't matter.
All right. Hey, sounds good to me, man. But started this one 10th, man, so not a bad qualifying run. And also being there at the end, which a lot of people couldn't do. Only 10 incidents out there. So you was able to miss a lot of the madness that went on, and also still participating in a lot of the racing that was going on out there. So, yeah, man, a 200-lap race. What was your game plan coming into tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just the biggest thing was trying to get a good qualifying run. Wasn't the best one. I was hoping for a top 3 to start up front with Justin, but I was able to make it up there and follow him and run a decent amount of laps up front, and that was the biggest thing, just getting up there and staying out of all the wrecks. And yeah.
Yeah, you was really strong, man. That's what I thought. As we were watching you, of course, you're running that second spot for quite a while. And, yeah, you guys kind of stayed out quite a bit longer than some of the other guys, but maybe that's because of the track position, as Justin said, to stay away from all the madness going on back there. But, yeah, man, staying out there doing what you guys did definitely paid off for you for the first half of this race. But when it come down to the second half, man, what was your decision? How did you decide what you was going to do and when you was going to pit? And what was your plan to try to steal this thing from Justin, maybe?
Yeah, I was just hoping to save my stuff as much as I could. I know I took a little while on pitting and everything, and ran a decent amount of laps up front with him, and didn't really pit until about lap 120, but the car felt good on the first set of tires, so I just wanted to keep sending it and hopefully try to follow him. I was hoping to pick him off sooner or later, but he was just fast. I tried a couple laps to totally outside, but I just didn't think I had anything, so I just wanted to ride behind him. The second half, I got my set of tires on. I was able to follow him up to the field to get back to P2, and just riding out there for a little while, and about 30 to go, I finally put the move on to try to catch him, and the car just fell off, and I got moved at the top and everything like that. Fell back a few positions and hoping for a caution with about 15 to go, and I finally got it and put a new set on and was hoping to be able to drive back to the front. But 5th place, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, at least you get your money back. You don't lose anything, and you was able to finish this thing, of course. And you decided to use that last set with about 20 to go, and with about 10 or 12 cars out there on the racetrack, because a lot of them ended up destroying themselves or, getting caught up in some things that wasn't their fault. With the 20 laps to go, where did you end up restarting on that restart?
I think I started 9th or 10th, and I knew I was going to have to definitely put the move on with those new fresh tires, but pretty much everyone had fresh tires on at that point. I was trying to sail it up through, but it just wasn't working out, so I was hoping for one more caution to start on the bottom, because I know I could get it to roll on the bottom, and that's what I did, and I was able to come home with a P5.
Absolutely, man. Hey, you did a fantastic job out there. You had if that's your teammate Justin, man, you got your hands full messing around with that guy. He pretty much dominated tonight's race, man, until he decided to come down pit road. So other than that, he probably would have led every lap out there. But the track position for you guys in the first half of this thing was definitely a good strategy call. and it gave you that chance there at the end to put yourself in a good position. Perhaps maybe a couple more laps, you'd have picked up a few more spots, but hey man, you know, you can't do everything right, and sometimes it just happens the way it does. But just want to say good job out there, man, for a top 5, and a hell of a job for the first half of this thing.
Yeah, I appreciate you and John for putting this league on. It's a blast, and I hope to do it again.
Yeah, there's a couple more coming up. John, tell them about it.
Yeah, we got mini stocks on Tuesday nights, the next buy-in one. But tomorrow night's the free one. All league drivers get to race in the modifieds, SK modifieds. Same time, same place tomorrow. Mini stocks Tuesday, it's $10 buy-in. $150 to win, $300 pot, something like that. And then Thursday is our biggest show of all, 300 laps, super late model Snowball Derby. $400 to win, $700 pot, $20 buy-in. That's for Thursday. This is one thing about the Monster League, we're not here for profit. We make our money at our jobs. We're here for the fun of it. So everything we get sponsorship-wise, buy-in-wise, everything-wise, we try to put right back into the league. And that's how we're able to broadcast them all and do all this fun stuff and put giveaway money. And the only way it works is if drivers participate. So we appreciate all the drivers.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I will definitely be there.
Hey,
Hopefully
man.
not to make the girlfriend too mad.
That's number one.
$150 and take her out to dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys and all my sponsors on the car, Dirt Tech, East Branch Builders, and Mercedes and Company, and Young Gun Creations for my design on my car. But I appreciate it, guys. It's a blast.
Yeah, man. Good looking car. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, there he is, Luke E. Shannon. We're gonna say Luke, John. I'm just gonna say Luke. It's easier,
I like Luke. Luke is spelled Luke. How about Luca? No,
Luca. Hey, man. Interesting race for tonight, man. Any final thoughts?
Well, if he keeps racing in the league, they'll call him something because he's gonna be up front. But overall, I mean, like I said, I've seen a lot of races here at Five Flags over the years. A lot of late model races that have ran just like this. A lot of early wrecks, a lot of carnage. That's why the Snowball Derby, the big race, 31st, 32nd places won the race a few times because of that. Because you just never know what's going to happen. It's so fast. Like Brooks got lucky; he only had to pit once. But if he had to go back in that field a few times, there's no telling what would have happened. So. But, man, one more thing. This is the Ray Barnes 200. Ray Barnes is the reason why I was a race car driver, why I do all this racing stuff growing up. We followed him around the Busch Grand National Series. We followed him around the All-Pro Series. He was young and just getting going, and he never quite was a big-time winner or nothing, but he was my hero, and he got killed by a drunk driver at a young age. But, without a sponsor on this race, it was a good opportunity for me to give tribute back to the reason why I do all this. So this one was for Ray. So anyways, that's why it was the Ray Barnes 200. He's a really good dude, but he was my hero throughout my childhood. So that's why we do it, man. And appreciate all the drivers. 31 guys coming out. What a show, man. Appreciate you, Wheezy. It's not hard to sit here through all them cautions, but overall, we had a pretty good show, and I think we got some really good shows ahead of us this week. So,
yeah, it wasn't so bad, man. Hey, when the caution comes out, that means there was some action on the racetrack, and a couple of those cautions, we've seen a parking lot out there. And that was a bit interesting to go back and watch. A lot of cars getting caught up early in this thing. So
that's what this track's like, kind of like Dover. It's when a wreck happens in front of you coming off the corner, it's so hard to not be a part of it, not get ran over. It's a tough track, so if you get the win out here, you definitely deserve it, but the best way to do that is just always be out front.
Absolutely, John. I guess we get it done for tonight, and then we come back tomorrow night, and we're going to run some SK Modifieds here and let these guys see what they got and see what they can do, I guess.
Not as many laps, though. Not as many laps.
Yeah, those cars are interesting, and it should be a lot of fun. So we'll see what happens, and I guess we'll talk to you later, John.
Jay Weezy, man. We always appreciate you, buddy. Take care.
All right, there he is, John Etheridge, your league admin. We appreciate him for coming up here and making this all possible for the drivers and giving us some information about some of the things and some of the reasons and some of the rules and some of the stuff that goes on. He does a lot of work behind the scenes, so I want to give a big shout out to John Etheridge, man, because he puts a lot of time and effort into this thing, and you guys heard it. He don't do this for profit. It's a non-profit, so shout out to all the drivers that come out and made this race possible, and definitely we'll give a big shout out to tonight's winner right here, Justin Brooks, able to get it done after leading 184 laps here in tonight's race. So shout out to him and all the top 5 and everybody else that was able to finish this one out, because a lot of drivers did not. And we'll be back live tomorrow night. SK Modifieds here. It's free entry if you're in the NHMRL, and if you're not, then go to iracingmonsters.com to sign up. It's I'm not going to tell you what league number it is. Just go to iracingmonsters.com, get in the Discord. They'll take care of you over there. For now, for tonight, until tomorrow, I'm Jay Weezy. You guys have a good night.